Andre Drummond,
Yes,
welcome
ma'am.
officially to Philadelphia. Thank you for sitting down. I want to start here. When I first spoke to you, when you first got here, you said you consider yourself a young veteran. So tell me what it's like to be a veteran and be a leader, but bring that young spirit. What does that mean?
To be a young veteran, I just kicked this ISO Joe out of his chair, so that's a start. I get to do that now. I remember being in this position too as a rookie, second-year player. So to be able to do it as a 10th-year player, it feels pretty good. But to bring that energy, still being young and being here for 10 years, is something I bring to this team. Is just that effort and energy, night in and night out.
10 years is a long time.
It is.
You've had ups and downs, and we've talked a lot on this set about the word resilience. What does the word resilience mean to you, and how does it factor into where you are in your growth as a player right now?
For sure, resilience, what it means to me is just the will to continue to keep going regardless of what your outcome is, despite what happens to you, to want to continue to keep going. I love this game, and whatever comes with it, it's always going to be ups and downs, and I'm going to continue to fight. I've had a very successful career. I've had a fun, easy career being in Detroit for 8 years, it being somewhere else stable to, bouncing around for the past 2.5 years. And, the love of the game hasn't changed. I'm excited to be here in Philadelphia and bring a new spark to this team.
You had some battles with another big man, Joel Embiid, during that time in Detroit. What are you most excited about uniting with him and playing for the same team?
I think the opportunity to play alongside of him will be very fun for me, just to get a chance to pick his brain, just to see stuff he does on a day in and day out basis, to see what got him to where he's at, to be able to be here to help him out with whatever he may need. Obviously he needs a backup, and he needs somebody to play alongside of him who's just as aggressive as him to bring that toughness to this team.
The two of you can cause problems for other teams for a full 48 minutes.
Yeah.
What excites you about that? How do you think other teams are going to respond to him coming off and you coming on, and them really having to have potentially problems for the whole game?
I think it'll be a long night for a lot of centers in the NBA. Not only will they have to deal with him being on the court, there's going to be times where we may end up playing together too. So just looking forward to playing this new role and really helping this team out.
How did that come to be in your sort of professional growth and your personal growth? You just said to embrace a new role. How did you get comfortable with what this role is going to be, and what excites you about it?
Yeah, I think being in the position I'm in now, like I said before, I've had a very long and successful career where I was the guy on my team. I'm at a point in my career now where things change, and I'm still able to do the same things I do on a nightly basis, but just in a different role.
You talked when you first got here about how excited you were to play for Doc Rivers. So I know it's only been a few days, but what are your early impressions of being with him on a day-to-day, up close and personal?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to, being coached by Doc, just having that personal relationship with him already. Just his stature as a coach and what he's done in his career, to have somebody like that be my coach, I'm looking forward to really growing and learning new things from him.
I also want to ask you about one of your Detroit teammates, Tobias Harris. What are your impressions of Tobias, and how has he changed since you were last teammates?
Yeah, Tobias, just watching his growth and just how much he's matured as a player and how much better he's gotten as a basketball player. It's been truly fun for me to watch, just playing alongside of him in Detroit and seeing his potential and seeing what he was capable of doing, to him blossoming into the player that he is now and having the stellar career that he is.
Do you have a mantra or a motto that inspires you as we head into this season?
Enjoy the moment. Enjoy the moment. Live in the moment. Be present. Be one with your team and enjoy every little thing that comes with it, because you cannot take this game for granted. You never know when it's going to come to an end. I've had a time where I sat out for 2.5 months where I wasn't playing. So, you got to enjoy every single moment that you have, regardless if you're playing or not.
What are your early impressions of the city of Philadelphia?
My early impressions of Philadelphia, I'm excited to be here. I think the city is a beautiful, beautiful city. Never got a chance to spend any time here when we did play here, because we're usually here on a back-to-back or the night before. So being here for a few days now, getting a chance to get around and, see the city, see some restaurants, I really enjoy just how excited people are to have me here. I didn't really realize that till I got to, really walk around a little bit. So it definitely was a heartwarming feeling for me to be here the past few days.
You talk about people on the street or in public being excited.
Yeah, people on the street just moving around. There's people who notice me just being in restaurants or in the grocery store. Just to see people come up to me and be really happy that I'm here, it means a lot.
So knowing that in isolation people are really happy to see you here, how excited are you to play in front of Philadelphia fans? You've played in front of them a bazillion times at this point, but to be someone that they're actually rooting for in game.
Yeah, I think that's going to be the difference. You know, seeing that kind of reaction with me wearing their team's jersey. I think the energy was there when I was here playing against them due to the battles between Joel and I. So just the energy here, I know that they're a city that loves their team. So I think just to have them on my side, I'm very excited for it.
This is my last serious question, but if you think back maybe to your high school self, maybe to yourself at a time where you were having more of a downswing in the league or prior to the league, what advice would you give to your younger self, knowing how the journey has sort of panned out now?
You know, the advice I'll give to my younger self, you know, I was taught really well growing up to like just stay patient and enjoy the moment, like live in the moment. That's something that I've been taught, to never be too high or be too low. And if there's one thing I could tell myself is just to continue to stay that way, because it's very easy to fall by the wayside when things don't go your way, or be really excited when something really exciting does happen to you. So you never want to be too high or too low. So I want to just stay the same, you know, stay neutral and just enjoy the process.
Andre Drummond, thank you for sitting down. Looking
Very
forward to
welcome.
the year.
Pleasure.